गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन, वेलकम टू सहायक एजुकेशन। सहायक एजुकेशन में आपका स्वागत है। 10th क्लास की सीबीएसई सीरीज के बाद नाउ वी आर स्टार्टिंग द सीरीज फॉर आईसीएसई 10th क्लास. So we'll be covering each and every chapter of ICSE starting from 1st to 25. All chapters will be covering. Each and every question in the ICSE book will be covered. So please go through the chapters to understand the topics better and score better marks in the exam. Without wasting time, let's start. तो आपका पहला चैप्टर आता है वैल्यू एडिड टैक्स, चैप्टर 1. ओके, वैल्यू एडिड टैक्स. सो अब सी पहले हमारे यहाँ चलता था सेल्स टैक्स, फिर आया वैल्यू एडिड टैक्स, और आज की तारीख में होता है जीएसटी. ओके, जीएसटी यूज होता है विच इज द एनहांस वर्जन ऑफ वैल्यू एडिड टैक्स. वैल्यू एडिड टैक्स के अंदर जनरली पहले ओनली मैन्युफैक्चरिंग गुड्स यूज हुआ करते थे, बट नाउ व्हेन यू से जीएसटी गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स, उसके अंदर सर्विसेज भी इंक्लूड होती हैं. जैसे कोई काम जिसके अंदर कुछ प्रोडक्ट नहीं बन रहा है, जैसे कोई ट्रेनिंग दे रहा है तो ट्रेनिंग इज अ सर्विस. ओके, आप होटल में कुछ काम कर रहे हैं विच इज अ सर्विस यू आर प्रोवाइडिंग. ओके, यू आर नॉट गिविंग एनी प्रोडक्ट टू द पर्सन, तो उस पर भी टैक्स लिवाई होता है. सो इन दिस चैप्टर विल बी कवरिंग हाउ एग्जैक्टली द टैक्स इज कंप्यूटेड, हाउ इट इज कैलकुलेटेड. तो कंप्यूटेशन के लिए इसमें सिर्फ सेल्स टैक्स आएगा, इसमें सिर्फ सेल्स टैक्स के बारे में बात की जाएगी. और सेल्स टैक्स क्या होता है कि कोई भी गुड्स बनते हैं तो जब उसको परचेज प्राइस होता है, वॉट एवर वी आर से मार्केट में उस पर लिखा जा रहा है कि ये 100 रुपए का है. ओके, तो 100 रुपए के ऊपर वॉट एवर द सेल्स टैक्स परसेंटेज इज देयर दैट विल बी एडेड. So basically the person will have to give the purchase price plus the tax on it. Okay, so if the tax is 10 rupees, so out of say 100, the product is for 100 rupees and the tax is 10 rupees, then the person will have to pay 110 rupees. So it is not about like your previous classes where you had cost price and sales price. Okay, we have additional thing which is tax, which will be added to the purchase price of the product and which has to be paid to the shopkeeper or to the from where you're buying it. You have to pay to that particular person and that person will pay to government. So government को पे कौन करता है? शॉपकीपर. ओके, कस्टमर को, शॉपकीपर को पे करना पड़ता है वो टैक्स. So let's start with certain questions to understand it better. So coming with the first question, it says Rajat purchases a wristwatch costing 540 rupees. So this is the purchase price of the product. 540 rupees is the purchase price of the product. The rate of sales tax is 8%. 8% is the rate of sales tax. Find the total amount paid by Rajat for the watch. So what he has paid is 540 rupees plus 8%. What is 8%? 8% is 8% of 540. This is what he has paid, complete amount. So if we compute it, it is 540 plus 8 by 100 into 540. So we cancel it out and it becomes 540 plus 0.8 into 54 and 540 plus 43.2, and the value comes out to be 583.2 rupees. Okay, so you understood that the 540 was the purchase price, but 8% additional the person will have to pay. So it is 583.2 rupees the person will have to pay. Okay, coming to the next question, it says, so Ramesh paid 345.6 as sales tax on a purchase of 3840. See, sales tax is always computed on the purchase price. So they want to know that 345.6 is what percentage of 3840. Okay, so how we compute the percentage? Say if you got 48 marks out of 50. So this is the way you write, and finally you multiply it by 100 to compute the percentage. In the similar manner, we'll compute the percentage here. So it is saying 345.6 divided by 3840 multiplied by 100. So we cancel out 10. So it becomes 3456 divided by 384, and it comes out to be 9%. So the sales tax on this is 9%. Okay, so coming to the next question here, it says the price of washing machine inclusive of sales tax is 13,530. So this is inclusive of sales tax. So if I say that the purchase price is X and the sales tax is Y%, it's already given 10% of X, and the total amount comes out to be 13,530. So it is X plus 10% of X is equal to 13,530. See, either we can write it as x plus 10% of x, or we can write it directly as 110% of x is equal to 13530. So going forward, we'll be using this format. Okay, we'll be using this kind of format instead of computing it, basically writing it x plus y percent of x. So we can directly write 110%, 108%, whatever, on the basis of the sales tax value. So it comes out to be 110 divided by 100 into x is equal to 13530. So x comes out to be 13530 multiplied by 100 divided by 110. So 0 cancels out. So 11 ones are 11, 20, 11 twos are 22, 11 threes are 33. So the value of this comes out to be 12300 rupees. So the actual product was for 12,300 rupees. The actual product was for 12,300 rupees, but because of sales tax, the person will have to pay 13,530 rupees. Okay, so coming to the next question now. Okay, so Sarita purchases biscuits costing 158, on which the rate of sales tax is 6%. She also purchases some cosmetic goods costing 354, on which the rate of sales tax is 9%. Find the total amount to be paid by Sarita. See, by looking at this question, you could have seen that the sales tax on the food items is lesser. See, it is 6%. But on cosmetics and value-added goods, the sales tax is much higher. Okay, now compute it. So it is 158 plus 6% of 158. So this is the purchase price, and this is the tax. Similarly, for cosmetics, it is 354 plus 9% of 354. So this is the total amount which the person has paid. Let's compute it. It's 158 plus 6 by 100 into 158. So it comes out to be 158 plus 9.48. So 9 rupees she has to pay as tax. So it comes out to be 167.48. Now let's compute it here. It is 354 plus 9 by 100 into 354. So it comes out to be 354 plus 31.86. So it is 385.86 is the amount which the person has paid for cosmetics. Now the total amount comes out to be 385.86 plus 167.48, and this value comes out to be 553 rupees and 34 paisa. Okay, so this much is the amount which the person has to pay for the entire set of goods which the person has purchased, cosmetics and food. Okay, coming to the next question, it says the marked price on two articles A and B together is 6,000 rupees. Say the one could be for 3,000, one could be for another 3,000, one could be for 4,000, other thing could be for 2,000, but we don't know what exactly is the marked price. But the total marked price, so if say one is for X rupees, other is for Y, so we can say that X plus Y is equal to 6,000. So this is one linear equation we were able to make, right? Now they're saying the sales tax on article A is 8%. So this is 8% is the sales tax on it. And that of article B is 10%. So 10% on this. So this is the sales tax and this is the purchase price. Okay. If on selling both the articles, the total tax collected is 552. So total tax collected by selling these, the 552 rupees of tax is collected. Okay, find the mark price of each. So how much tax is collected on item X? It is 8% of X. So it is 8% of X. And how much is collected on Y? It is Y percentage. It is 10% of Y. So I'll just clear it up. It is 10% of Y. And they're saying if we add this, both of these, it will come out to be 552 rupees. So from here we can see it is 8 by 100 into X plus 10 by 100 into Y is equal to 552. Or we can say 8X plus 10Y is equal to 55200. We've multiplied both the sides by 100. Okay. Now this equation, I'm multiplying this equation by 8. Okay, why I'm multiplying? Because we need to bring it to 8. So I'm just putting it here. It becomes 8x plus 8y is equal to 6,000 into 8 is 48,000. Okay, now I'm subtracting this equation. So it becomes minus, minus, minus. This get cancelled out. So it becomes 2y is equal to 7,200 and y is equal to 7,200 divided by 2. It comes out to be 2 3s are 6 and 2 6 are 12, so 3,600 rupees. So the value of y is 3,600. So x plus 3,600 is equal to 6,000. So x is equal to 6,000 minus 3,600. It comes out to be 2,400 rupees. So the value of x is 2,400 rupees. Okay, so coming to the next question. It says the price of a TV set inclusive of sales tax is 9%. Sales tax of 9% is 13,407. Find its mark price. So we need to find the mark price. This is the first question here. So let's do the first part of the question. So they're saying that X, if I say that the price of the purchase price is X plus 9%, that is the sales tax of X, is equal to 13,407. See, the price inclusive of sales tax is 13,407. So it comes as 109% of X is equal to 13,407. So it comes as 109 divided by 100 into X is equal to 13407, and X comes out to be 13407 multiplied by 100 divided by 109, and this value comes out to be 12300 rupees. So the price was 12300 rupees, on which it was 9% tax, and finally the person had to pay 13407. So the mark price on the article was 12300. Okay, this is the first part. Now, if the sales tax is increased to 13%, how much more does the customer has to pay? Currently, customer is paying 13407, right? But the purchase price is 12300. Now we need to compute the sales tax with 13% on it. With 13% on it. So basically, how much extra he has to pay is 12300. This is the purchase price plus 13% of 12300. So this is the amount the person is paying, right? What is the additional amount? We have to subtract the value 13407, which he was paying initially. So basically, if we try to compute it, it's 4% of this value. It is 13% minus 9% is 4%. So additionally 4% on the purchase price he has to pay. Either we could have computed 4% of that, or we'll compute this is a longer method by which we can compute it. So whichever you find it easy, do that way. But I will suggest you to compute it stating, see, 9% is something which he's paying currently. 13% is going to pay going forward. So what is the increase in the percentage? The increase in percentage is only 4%. 4% of what? 4% of the mark price. What is the mark price? This is the mark price, 12300. So we can compute it directly. 4% of 12300 is the additional amount he has to pay. Okay. Or this is the longer method. With the longer method also you can compute it, but the value will come out to be exactly same. So let's compute it. We are computing at 4%. So we'll say 4% of 12300. So it's a simpler one. So it is 4 by 100 into 12300. So both the zeros will be cancelled out, and it comes out to 4 3s are 12, 1, 4 2s are 8, 9, and 4 2s are 4 1s are 4. So 492 rupees additional the person will have to pay. You can try to compute this entire value, okay, and that value will also come out to be 492 rupees. Okay, so coming to the next question here. This is the price of an article is 8250. So this is the purchase price. Okay, they have not included. Okay, which includes sales tax. Okay, they have included sales tax in it, 10%. Okay, find how much more or less does the customer pay for the article if the sales tax on the article increases to 15%. Okay, so first of all, we need to find out what is the marked price on it. So let's say marked price is X. So X plus 10% of X is equal to 8250. Okay, so this is the marked price plus he's paying the sales tax. Or you can say 110% of X is equal to 8250. So I can say 110 X divided by 100 is equal to 8250. So X comes out to be 8250 into 100 divided by 110. So 0 will cancel out. So 11, I believe it should cut. So 11 sevens are 77. 77 and this 11 fives are 55. So it comes out to be 757,500 rupees. So this is the marked price on the product. Now, if the sales tax increases to 50%, how much extra he must be paying? 5% extra. The sales tax for 10%. Okay, now it has increased to 15%. So it means 5% of this we'll be paying. So for first one, I'll just calculate 5% of 7500 rupees. Okay. Now, this is the additional amount he's going to pay. So it is 5 by 100 into 7500. Cancel out. So this is 5 by the 25, 2, 7 by 35, 37. So 375 rupees he'll be paying. Okay, so the first one is 375 rupees additional he has to pay. Now it says decrease to 6%. Decrease to 6%. If it is decreased to 6%, that means the reduction is 4%. So 4% of 7500. So let's compute the second part here. Okay, it is 4% of 7500, or you can say 4 by 100 into 7500. It's cancelled out, and 75 into 4 comes out to be 300 rupees. So in this case, he has to pay 300 rupees less. In this case, it was more. Now, if the sales tax increases by 2%, if it is increased by 2%, that means it will become 12%. If it becomes 12%, that means 2% increase. If it is 2% increase, we'll say 2% of 7500, and that value comes out to be 150 rupees. Okay, and 4 is decreased by 3%. If it's decreased by 3%, that means 3% of 7500, and that comes out to be 225 rupees less. Basically, he has to pay 225 rupees less amount. Okay, I believe this clarified the question. See, till now I have not used any formula. No formula is used here. Okay, because this is a simple percentage related question. I can say, if I just remove it, I can say the sales tax percentage. Okay, if I have to calculate, I'll say sales tax percentage is equal to sales tax divided by mark price into 100. Okay, I can calculate it like this. Okay, or I can say if I have to compute sales tax, so I'll say sales tax is equal to sales tax percentage into marked price. Okay, divided by 100. So this is the way I can give you the formulas, but do we need formulas for this? I don't think so. Let's come to the next question. A bicycle is available for 1664, including sales tax. Okay, 1664 is inclusive of sales tax. If the list price of the bicycle is 1600, so we know the list price or the marked price of the article is 1600. So how much extra he's paying? He's paying 64 rupees extra. So it is 1664. That is the marked price plus sales tax minus 1600. That is the marked price. That will give you 64 rupees. That is the sales tax. So they want to know 64 rupees is what percentage? The first question, the rate of sales tax. Okay, the rate of sales tax is 64. This is the sales tax divided by the marked price into 100. Okay, so if you compute it, it comes out to be 2 zeros are cancelled, 2 zeros are cancelled, 16, 4s are 64. It comes out to be 4%. So 4% is the sales tax percentage on this. Okay. The price a customer will pay for a bicycle if the sales tax is increased by 6%. See, if the sales tax increases by 6%, That means he has to pay 6% extra. 6% extra on it. Extra on what value? On 1600. So let's compute 6% of 1600. It comes out to be 6 by 100 into 1600. So 2 zeros are cancelled. 2 zeros, 16 6 are 96 rupees. So 96 rupees additional customer will have to pay for this. Okay. So coming to the next question. When the rate of sales tax is decreased from 9% to 6% for a colored TV, Mrs. Geeta will save 780 in buying his TV. Find the list price of the TV. See, the sales tax is decreased from 9% to 6%. So decrease is equal to 3%. Okay, 3% of what? 3% of the mark price. So you can say 3% of the mark price is decreased. So 3% of mark price is the saving for the person. 3% of mark price is equal to 780. So it comes as 3 by 100 into mark price is equal to 780, or mark price is equal to 780 multiplied by 100 divided by 3. Let's cut 3. So it's 3, 1, 3, 2s are 6. 3, 6 are 18. So it is 260. Comes out to be 26000. So 26,000 rupees. The TV was costing 26,000 rupees. Okay, coming to the next question. A trader buys an unfinished article. Okay, it's an unfinished article. It is not finished. Okay, he has to do something to make it a finished article to be available for sale in the market. So trader buys an unfinished article for 1800 rupees. This is the amount he has bought it for, and spent 600 rupees on its finishing. So he has to spend some amount. So what is the cost price of the article? Is 1800 plus 600. So it comes out to be 2400 rupees. So this is the price which he has paid. Okay, finishing, packing, transportation. He makes the article at, he marks the article at such a price that it will give him 20% profit. Now he wants 20% profit on this, 20% profit on this value. So what is 20% of profit on this? Or you can say, what is 120% of this value? So I can say 120% of 2400. So that is the marked price. That is the marked price on the article. So it'll say marked price is equal to 120 by 100 into 2400. So 00 cancelled out, 00 cancelled out. So it comes 24 into 12. So 24 into 12 comes out to be 120 into 24. It comes out to be 2880 rupees. So this is the marked price on which the shopkeeper wants to sell the product. How much will a customer pay for the article, including 12% sales tax? Now, if he is selling it for this price, customer will have to pay 12% extra on this, right? So marked price plus sales tax. Okay, this is customer has to pay. Customer has to pay. Customer has to pay mark price plus the sales tax, that is 2880 plus 12% of 2880. Okay, or I can say 112% of 2880, or you can say 112 divided by 100 into 2880. 0 will cancel out. It becomes 112 into 288. So it becomes 3225.6. This is the amount customer will have to pay rupees. 3225.6 is something which customer has to pay. That includes sales tax and on the article 2880 rupees. The 2880 plus the sales tax is 3225.6, which customer has to pay. Okay, so coming to the next question. It says a shopkeeper buys an article for 800. Okay, the shopkeeper buys an article for rupees 800 and spend 100 on its transportation, etc. So what is the cost price of the article? It is 800 plus 100 is equal to 900 rupees. Okay, this is something which he has spent. So he marks the article at a certain price and sells it for 1287, including 10% sales tax. Now he has 1287 is inclusive of 10% sales tax. So what is the marked price? First of all, we should find that. So say a marked price is equal to X. Okay, that means X plus 10% of X is equal to 1287. So I can say 110% of X is equal to 1287. Okay, so it is 110 divided by 100 into X is equal to 1287. From here, X is equal to 1287 into 100 divided by 110. So 0 cancels out. So 11 should cut it. So 11 ones 11, 11 ones 11 again, and 11 sevens are 77. So it comes out to be 1170. So this is the marked price of the product. This is the marked price of the product. Now, the cost price of the product was 900. So what is the profit he has made? The profit for the trader is 1170 minus 900. So it comes out to be 270 rupees. Okay, he marks the article certain price and sells it with. Find his profit as percentage. Now they don't want the profit as the amount, they want the profit percentage. So we know that profit percentage is equal to profit divided by CP into 100. So you can take it as 270 divided by 900. See, 900 was the CP initially into 100. So let's compute it. So it comes out to be 9 3s are 27. Okay, so it comes out to be 30%. So he's making 30% margin on the product. Okay, so let's move to next question. A shopkeeper announces a discount of 15% on his goods. Wow. Sale, sale, sale. Okay, if the mark price of the article in his shop is 6,000. So 6,000 rupees is the mark price. Okay, minus 15% discount is something which customer will be paying. How much customer has to pay for it? If the rate of sales is 10%, so basically plus 10% of sales tax. So this is what customer has to pay. See, a simple value could be, see, if the mark price is X, okay, it's minus 15%. So I can say the value will reduce by 15%, or it will become 85% of the value. So I can say X multiplied by 85%. And then this value will increase by 10%. That means it will become 110%. We have already been given that the mark price on the article is 6,000. So the customer is going to pay 6,000 multiplied by 85%. That means 85 by 100 multiplied by 110 by 100. This is the value. So if we are doing through a shorter method, we can do a lengthier method by computing mark price, that is 6,000 minus 15% discount on it. So that will give us some value. On that value, we'll add 10% of sales tax. That will give us some value. So that is the value we're going to, or we can do directly 6,000 multiplied by 85% of 6,000 multiplied by 110% of whatever value comes in. So basically we are leaving the computation at the end. So it just computed, 2 zeros cancelled, 2 zeros are cancelled. So it comes out to be 6 into 85 into 11, or you can say 66 into 85. So let's compute it. 66 into 85, 5610 rupees. So this is the amount the customer will be paying. Okay. So coming to the next question. It says the catalog price of a music system is this much. So this is the marked price of the product. So this marked price is equal to 24,000. The shopkeeper gives a discount of 8% of the list price. That means discount is equal to 8%. He gives a further off-season discount of 5%. Okay, again, further discount 1 is equal to 5% on the balance. But sales tax at 10% is charged on the remaining amount. So, and sales tax is equal to 10%. The sales tax a customer has to pay. Okay, they want to know what is the sales tax amount the customer has to pay on this article. Okay, so let's find out what is the value here. What is the complete value of the article? What is the new mark price after the discounts? Okay, how will you find out? So we'll say 24,000 into it is giving a discount of 8%. When it is giving a discount of 8%, that means it becomes 92%. And then it further gives a discount of 5%. That means it becomes 95% of the value which came out. Okay, so we are doing a shorter method now. So let's compute it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this comes out to be, this is 2.4. I'll just divide, this is 2.4 multiplied by 92 multiplied by 95. This is what you have to compute. So this will be the new marked price, or basically the price on which the sales tax will be computed. So I'll just tell it is 2.4 multiplied by 92 multiplied by 95. So this value comes out to be 20976 rupees. Okay, so this is the amount on which the person will have to pay sales tax. Now, sales tax is equal to 10% of this value, that is 20976, and its value comes out to be 2097.6 rupees. So this is the sales tax which person will have to pay. 2097 rupees 60 paisa. That's the first part is done. The final price he has to pay for the music system. The final price he has to pay is 20976 plus 2097.6. So 60 paisa. 6 plus 12, 12, 13, 1, 10, 17, 1, 10, 1, 3. So this is 23,073 rupees 60 paisa is something which he has to pay for the music system. Okay. See, we did not use any formulas here. We did not use any formulas. This is all percentages which we used. Okay, going forward, we might use the formulas, but it's a basic percentage. This is what we have used here. So when you say percentage, the sales tax percentage is equal to sales tax divided by the mark price multiplied by 100. Okay, so we have finished the first exercise, and we'll be making another video for the second exercise to make it the video shorter. Okay, happy learning. Bye-bye.